Good morning, guys. Welcome to Shiva Banking and Current Affairs Academy. Today we will discuss June first week current affairs, which are very useful for all competitive exams. So listen carefully. Let's start the session. First we will discuss national current affairs. First question. Kerala Chief Minister has announced 1500 crore Kerala Fiber Optic Network project executed by Bharat Electronic Limited, Rail Corporation. These two are public sector companies, and SRIT, LS Cables. These two are private sector companies. So recently Kerala CM announced 1500 crore Kerala Fiber Optic Network. This network is provide free internet access for the poor by December 2020. This network is executed by Bharat Electronic Limited, Railtel Corporation, SRIT and LS Cables. And Kerala become the first state to declare internet as a fundamental right of the citizen. Important. Kerala is the first state to declare internet as a fundamental right of the citizen. The present CM of Kerala is Pinarayi Vijayan and the governor is Arif Muhammad Khan and the capital of Kerala is Thiruvananthapuram. Next, the Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir, named as Girish Chandra Murmu, launched the first version of the Salary Tracker mobile app, which is named as Mera Vetan, developed by the National Informatics Center. So recently Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Girish Chandra Murmu launched Salary Tracker mobile app named as Mera Vetan, and it is developed by the NIC. NIC full form is National Informatics Center. Next, Chhattisgarh police have launched special campaign titled Spandan to check mental stress and depression among their personnel by conducting interactive programs and arranging counseling sessions, music and yoga therapies. So recently Spandana special campaign which is launched by Chhattisgarh police to check mental stress and depression by conducting various programs like counseling sessions, music, yoga therapies. The present CM of Chhattisgarh is Bhupesh Bagal and the governor is Anasuya Ukhi. Next, Delhi CM has launched one mobile application which is named as Delhi Corona. This mobile application provides information to the people of Delhi about the availability of beds and ventilators in the government as well as private hospitals in Delhi. So recently Delhi CM has launched a Delhi Corona mobile application which will provide the information of beds and ventilators in government and private hospitals. The present CM of Delhi is Arvind Kejriwal and the governor is Anil Baijal. Next, Telangana government celebrates 2nd June as the Telangana Formation Day every year. So Telangana government every year celebrated 2nd June is the Telangana Formation Day. Telangana is divided from Andhra Pradesh state. The present CM of Telangana is K. Chandrasekhar Rao and the governor is Tamilsai Sundar Rajan and Hyderabad is the capital of Telangana. Next, NASCOM full form is important. National Association of Software and Services Companies announced that it has delivered end-to-end coronavirus tracking platform for Karnataka. So recently NASCOM has developed one tracking platform for Karnataka for coronavirus and it is named as Karnataka Listening Dashboard for COVID-19. So this dashboard was developed by NASCOM. The full form of NASCOM is National Association of Software and Services Companies. Present CM of Karnataka is B.S. Yediyurappa and the governor is Vajubhai Vala. About NASCOM, headquarters of NASCOM is Noida, Uttar Pradesh, and recently UB Praveen Rao as appointed as the chairman of NASCOM and the president is Debjani Ghosh. Remember all the starting tricks. Next, Ministry of Jal Shakti has approved 445 crores for the implementation of the Jal Jeevan Mission. JJM means Jal Jeevan Mission in Chhattisgarh during 2020 to 21. So for this financial year, Ministry of Jal Shakti has provided 445 crores for the Chhattisgarh for the implementation of Jal Jeevan Mission. Present Jal Shakti Minister is Gajendra Singh Shekhawat, and his constituency is Jodhpur, Rajasthan. Present CM of Chhattisgarh is Bhupesh Baghel, and the governor is Anasuya Ukhi. Next we discuss recently appointments. First appointment, Pradeep Kumar Tripathi has taken over as the Secretary of Ministry of Steel to the Government of India. So Government of India recently appointed Steel Secretary. The name is Pradeep Kumar Tripathi, and present Union Minister of Steel is Dharmendra Pradhan. Present Steel Minister is Dharmendra Pradhan. Next, Krishnanendu Majumdar becomes the new chairman of BAFTA. BAFTA stands for British Academy of Film and Television Arts. So recently BAFTA appointed its new chairman named as Krishnendu Majumdar. Next, NFL. NFL stands for National Fertilizers Limited, and headquarters of NFL is Noida, Uttar Pradesh. Remember? So recently NFL has appointed new chairman and managing director named as Virendranath Dutt. So National Fertilizers Limited new chairman and managing director is Virendranath Dutt. Next, FSSAI. FSSAI stands for Food Safety Standards Authority of India. So recently FSSAI has appointed new CEO named as Arun Shinghal. So Arun Shinghal is the new CEO of FSSAI, Food Safety Standards Authority of India, and the headquarters of FSSAI is New Delhi. Next, PR Jaishankar appointed as the MD of IIFCL. IIFCL stand for India Infrastructure Finance Company Limited. So recently IIFCL has appointed new MD. PR Jaishankar is the new MD of India Infrastructure Finance Company Limited. So National Fertilizers Limited appointed chairman and managing director of Virendranath Dutt, and Arun Shinghal is the new CEO of FSSAI, and PR Jaishankar is the MD of IIFCL. Remember? Next, and also headquarters of IIFCL also is in Delhi. FSSAI also is in Delhi. National Fertilizers headquarters is in Noida. Remember? Next, Twitter has appointed ex-Google Chief Financial Officer CFO Patrick Pichetti as new board chairman. So ex-Google Chief Financial Officer Patrick Pichetti as the new board chairman of Twitter. Twitter was established in 2006, and headquarters of Twitter is California, US, and the CEO is Jack Dorsey. He is the board chairman, Patrick Pichetti, and Jack Dorsey is the CEO of Twitter. Next, recently some countries appointed as ambassadors. Ravish Kumar has been appointed as the next ambassador of India to Finland. So recently India appointed Ravish Kumar as the ambassador of Finland. The capital of Finland is Helsinki, and the capital is Euro. Next, Sushil Kumar Shinghal has been appointed as the next High Commissioner of India to Papua New Guinea. So India to Papua New Guinea, next High Commissioner or Ambassador, both are equal. So next ambassador is Sushil Kumar Shinghal. And India to Kuwait new ambassador is Sibi George, and the capital of Kuwait is Kuwait City, and the currency is dinar. Remember, capital is Kuwait City and the currency is dinar. And Gayatri I. Kumar has been appointed as the next High Commissioner of India to United Kingdom. India to UK, next ambassador is Gayatri I. Kumar. The capital of UK is London and the currency is dollar. Let's revise once. India to Finland ambassador is Ravish Kumar. India to Papua New Guinea ambassador is Sushil Kumar Shinghal. India to Kuwait ambassador is CB George. India to UK ambassador is Gayatri Kumar. Next, MD and CEO of Kotak Mahindra Bank, Uday Kotak, has taken over as the CII president. CII means Confederation of Indian Industry. So the new president of Confederation of Indian Industry is Uday Kotak. Uday Kotak is the MD and CEO of Kotak Mahindra Bank, and the headquarters of Kotak Mahindra Bank is in Mumbai, Maharashtra, and the headquarters of Confederation of Indian Industry is in New Delhi. Remember. Next, Rohit Sharma sign with the IIFL Finance to be their first ever brand ambassador. So IIFL stand for India Infoline Finance Limited. So this company first time appointed brand ambassador. So Rohit Sharma is the first brand ambassador of IIFL Finance, and Rohit Sharma is also a brand ambassador of Crick Kingdom. Remember, Crick Kingdom brand ambassador is also a Rohit Sharma. Next, India has appointed Brajendra Navneet as India's new ambassador to the World Trade Organization, WTO. WTO stand for World Trade Organization. So recently India appointed Brajendra Navneet is the new ambassador of World Trade Organization. World Trade Organization is established in 1995 and total 164 members are in this organization, and headquarters of World Trade Organization is Geneva, Switzerland, and the Director General is Robert Azevedo. Robert Azevedo is the Director General of World Trade Organization. Next, Rajiv Topno has been appointed as the senior advisor to the executive director of World Bank. So recently Rajiv Topno he is appointed as the senior advisor to the executive director of World Bank. The headquarters of World Bank is Washington DC, US, and the present president of World Bank is David Malpass. Next, former Miss World Manushi Chillar, she is from Haryana, collaborated with the initiative of UNICEF. UNICEF stands for United Nations Children Fund to the Red Dot Challenge. UNICEF has recently launched one campaign named as Red Dot Challenge. For this initiative, former Miss World Manushi Chillar has collaborated with UNICEF. Next the topic is arbitraries. American sprinter named as Bobby Joy Moro has passed away. So, American sprinter Bobby Joy Moro has passed away. Next, Bollywood producer Anil Suri passed away due to COVID-19. Important guys, Bollywood producer Anil Suri passed away due to COVID-19. Next, veteran lyricist and member of IPRS. IPRS stands for Indian Performing Rights Society Limited. Anwar Sagar passed away. So Anwar Sagar is the veteran lyricist and IPRS member. He recently passed away. Next, former international archer turned coach. So Jayanti Lal Nanoma passed away. So Jayanti Lal Nanoma belongs to archery coach. So Bobby Joy Moro is American sprinter, Anil Suri is Bollywood producer, Anwar Sagar is veteran lyricist and IPRS member, Jayanti Lal Nanoma belongs to archery. Next, National Basketball Association Hall of Famer Wen Unseld passed away. So basketball player Wen Unseld, he passed away. Next, legendary filmmaker and National Film Award winner Basu Chatterjee passed away. So Basu Chatterjee, he is a filmmaker. He recently passed away. Next, British producer and songwriter Rupert Hine passed away. Rupert Hine, he is British producer and songwriter. He passed away. Next, former Pakistan cricketer Riyaz Sheikh passed away due to COVID-19. So Riyaz Sheikh, he is Pakistan cricketer. He passed away due to COVID-19. Revise once. Wen Unseld, he is basketball player, passed away. Basu Chatterjee, filmmaker, he passed away. Rupert Hine, British producer and songwriter, and Riyaz Sheikh, Pakistan cricketer, passed away. Next we discuss banking news. HDFC Bank has launched Summer Treats campaign. It has launched by the bank with the easing of lockdown restrictions in order to provide offers to both merchants and salaried and self-employed customers. So recently HDFC Bank has launched one campaign which is named as Summer Treats for easing of lockdown restrictions to provide offers for customers, merchants, salaried and self-employed. So the headquarters of HDFC is Mumbai, Maharashtra, and the MD and CEO of HDFC is Aditya Puri. Next, SBI, State Bank of India, has created one initiative, FI and MM. Full form is important. Financial Inclusion and Micro Market, FI and MM, Financial Inclusion and Micro Market Vertical, within the bank with an exclusive focus to provide financial services to people engaged in agriculture and MSMEs. MSMEs means micro, small, medium enterprises. So recently SBI launched FI and MM vertical for provide financial services for agriculture and allied activities and MSMEs. FI and MM stands for Financial Inclusion and Micro Market. SBI is established in 1st July 1955 and the headquarters is Mumbai, Maharashtra, and the chairman is Rajnish Kumar. Next, recently RBI has launched one initiative named as PIDF. PIDF stands for Payments Infrastructure Development Fund in order to encourage the deployment of POS. POS stands for Point of Sale Infrastructure in small cities and towns. So RBI has launched this initiative for the encourage deployment of point of sale infrastructure in cities and towns, and the net worth of this initiative is 500 crore. So in first phase RBI has contributed 250 crore. So the headquarters of RBI is Mumbai, Maharashtra, and it is established in 1st April 1935 and the governor is Shaktikanta Das. Next, IndusInd Bank Limited. It is introduced one facility for the customers to open current accounts through Indus Corporate mobile app. So IndusInd Bank has launched one initiative, Indus Corporate mobile app. Through this mobile app, the customers can open current accounts without visiting a bank. So the headquarters of IndusInd Bank is Pune, Maharashtra. MD and CEO of IndusInd Bank is Sumant Katpalia and the chairman is Arun Tiwari. Next, Axis Bank Limited, Mastercard India and Worldline India. These three are partnered to launch digital point of sale solution which is named as Soft POS. POS stands for Point of Sale. It is the first financial payment service in India to transform everyday smartphones to merchants terminals. It offers merchants and kirana stores accept payments using their smartphones. So recently Axis Bank Limited, Mastercard India, Worldline India. So these three are partnered to launch Soft POS. It is first financial payment service in India. It transforms everyday smartphones to merchant terminals. So the headquarters of Axis Bank is Mumbai, Maharashtra, and MD and CEO is Amitabh Chaudhary. Next, DBS Bank has partnered with TCIL, Transport Corporation of India Limited, to facilitate real-time payments to truck drivers and launched one initiative, DBS Rapid. Full form is important. Rapid means real-time application program interface. API. API stands for Application Program Interface by DBS. So recently DBS and TCIL has partnered and launched DBS Rapid. Rapid stands for Real-Time Application Program Interface to enable them receive payment instantly. It is launched for truck drivers. The headquarters of DBS Bank India Limited is Mumbai, Maharashtra. MD and CEO is Surojit Shome. And the headquarters of Transport Corporation of India Limited is Gurugram, Haryana. Chairman and MD is TP Agarwal. Next we will discuss important days of June month. World Milk Day, which is observed on June 1st. So every year in June 1st we celebrate World Milk Day, and it is the 20th anniversary of World Milk Day. So the theme is also 20th anniversary of World Milk Day. And also June 1 we celebrate Global Day of Parents. So in June 1 we celebrate 2 days. One is World Milk Day and the another one is Global Day of Parents. And World Bicycle Day, which is celebrated on June 3rd. So World Bicycle Day is celebrated on June 3rd. And another one is International Day of Innocent Children Victims of Aggression 2020, which is celebrated on June 4. So June 4 every year we celebrated International Day of Innocent Children Victims of Aggression 2020. So June 1st World Milk Day and Global Day of Parents. World Bicycle Day is June 3rd. June 4 is International Day of Innocent Children Victims of Aggression. Next, World Environment Day. Important guys. World Environment Day is celebrated on June 5 and the theme is biodiversity. So biodiversity is the theme of World Environment Day, which is celebrated on June 5th. And World Pest Day, which is celebrated on June 6th. World Pest Day is June 6th. And International Day for the fight against illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing, which is also celebrated on June 5. So June 5 2 days are celebrated. One is World Environment Day and the another one is International Day for the fight against illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing. Next, UN Russian Language Day, which is also celebrated on June 6. So June 6 is World Pest Day and UN Russian Language Day. Next topic is awards and honors. Virat Kohli, Indian cricket team captain, becomes the only cricketer and the only Indian to feature in the Forbes Top 100 highest paid athlete of 2020. So recently Forbes has released its rankings. In this ranking, Virat Kohli is the only Indian and the only cricketer which is featured in the Forbes Top 100 highest paid athlete, and the Kohli rank is 66. In this rank, topped by Roger Federer. He is tennis player. And another one is Forbes 100 world's highest paid celebrities. It is athletes Virat Kohli and it is celebrities. In these celebrities only the Akshay Kumar is featured and his rank is 52nd. And this list is topped by Kylie Jenner. She is a woman and she is a model. Next, Kritika Pandey. She is Indian writer from Ranchi. Ranchi is in Jharkhand. Was announced as the winner of Regional Award for Asia in 2020 Commonwealth Short Story Prize. So recently 2020 Commonwealth Short Story Prize won by Ranchi's Kritika Pandey for her story The Great Indian Tea and Snakes. Story name is important, The Great Indian Tea and Snakes. It is written by Kritika Pandey and she won the 2020 Commonwealth Short Story Prize and she is from Ranchi, Jharkhand. Next, World Health Organization has given World No Tobacco Day. Guys, World No Tobacco Day, it is celebrated on every year May 31st. Remember, World No Tobacco Day is May 31st. So World Health Organization has given World No Tobacco Day award is SEEDS. SEEDS, it is an NGO. SEEDS full form is Socio-Economic and Educational Development Society. Socio-Economic and Educational Development Society has won this year World No Tobacco Day award, which is given by World Health Organization. The present Director General of World Health Organization is Tedros Adhanom. Next, Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, Executive Chairperson of India-based Biocon Limited, was named EY World Entrepreneur of the Year 2020. So this year World Entrepreneur of the Year Award 2020 won by Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw. She is Biocon Limited Executive Chairperson. in Asia. Next question. In Asia Pacific Annual Green Airport Recognition 2020, Airport Council International awarded highest platinum recognition to Rajiv Gandhi Hyderabad International Airport. So Rajiv Gandhi International Airport has awarded platinum recognition to the annual Green Airport Recognition 2020 by ACI. ACI means Airport Council International. This award is given this airport for their effective water management under 15 to 35 million passengers per annum category. So platinum recognition it is won by Rajiv Gandhi Hyderabad International Airport. This airport is in Telangana, Hyderabad. The present CM of Telangana is K. Chandrasekhar Rao and the governor is Tamilisai Sundararajan. Next we will discuss international affairs. First question. India ranked 23rd for world's best startup ecosystem. So recently Startup Blink Ecosystem Ranking 2020 is released. In this ranking India rank is 23rd for best startup ecosystems. This rank is topped by US. Our India rank is 23rd in ecosystem rankings. Next, the virtual Global Vaccine Summit, which is hosted by UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson from London. So recently UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson has hosted Global Vaccine Summit. In this summit more than 50 countries are attended and our India is also attended this summit. Next, WHO stands for World Health Organization has launched COVID-19 Technology Access Pool for equal access to life-saving tech. So recently World Health Organization has launched COVID-19 Technology Access Pool for equal access to life-saving tech. Next, IISc Bangalore has ranked 36 in the Asia University rankings. So the Asia University rankings, in this ranking IISc Bangalore is ranked 36 in top 100. Our 8 Indian institutes are entered in top 100 this rankings and this ranking is topped by Tsinghua University which is in China. IISc Bangalore is 36 and total 8 institutes are entered in top 100 list. Next we will discuss books and others. A 92-page e-booklet called 1 Year of Modi 2.0 towards a self-reliant India. So recently one book is launched by Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar. 1 Year of Modi 2.0 towards a self-reliant India and the achievements of Modi government. So it is released by Prakash Javadekar. He is the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. Next, The Dry Fasting Miracle from Deprived to Thrive. This book is written by Luke Coutinho. So Luke Coutinho new book is The Dry Fasting Miracle from Deprived to Thrive. Next we will discuss sports news. Asian Football Confederation AFC has granted the hosting rights of the AFC Women's Asia Cup 2022 to India. So in 2022 India is hosting AFC Women's Asia Cup. The headquarters of AFC is Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia and the president is Sheikh Salman bin Ibrahim Al Khalifa. Remember, Sheikh Salman bin Ibrahim Al Khalifa is the president of AFC. So India hosting AFC Women's Asia Cup in the year 2022. Next, India long distance runner Kiranjit Kaur has banned for 4 years. So India long distance runner Kiranjit Kaur has banned 4 years. Next, Sports Authority of India. It is the apex body of sports body of India. It is associated with National Sports Federation and it has launched one online coaching and education program which is called as Khelo India E-Pathshala to grassroots players. So recently Sports Authority of India has partnered with National Sport Federation to launch online coaching and education program which is named as Khelo India E-Pathshala. The headquarters of Sports Authority of India is New Delhi and the Director General is Sandeep Pradhan. Recently he got 2 years extension. Sandeep Pradhan has got 2 years extension for Sports Authority of India Director General. Next we will discuss acquisitions and mergers. So Mudabala, it is Abu Dhabi based company. It acquires 1.85% stake in Geo Platforms for 9,093.6 crores. So Abu Dhabi based company Mudabala has acquired 1.85% stake for 9,093.6 crores. Guys, recently in Geo many companies have bought some stakes, so we will see. Facebook has bought 9.9% stake for 43,754 crores, and Silver Lake has bought 1.15% stake for 5,655.75 crores, and Vista Equity Partners has bought 2.32% stake for 11,367 crores. Same this person has also bought KKR company, I think, in Geo Platforms also. And General Atlantic has by 1.34% stake for 6,598.38 crores. Guys, remember all these things. Next, Tata Power Limited has acquired 51% stake in TP Central Odisha Distribution Limited. It is the whole owned subsidiary of Grid Corporation of Odisha. So TP Central Odisha Distribution Limited, it is the subsidiary of Grid Corporation of Odisha. So Tata Power Limited has acquired 51% stake in this TP Central Odisha Distribution for the amount of 178.5 crores. The present CM of Odisha is Naveen Patnaik, and recently he got PETA award. So recently Naveen Patnaik has got a PETA award. Next, S Bank Limited has acquired 24.19% stake in Dish TV India Limited for 44.53 crores. So S Bank Limited has acquired 24.19% stake in Dish TV India Limited for 44.53 crores. The headquarters of S Bank Limited is Mumbai, Maharashtra. MD and CEO is Prashant Kumar. Next we will discuss science and technology. Irrawaddy dolphin, it is the population at Odisha's Chilika Lake. So Chilika Lake, it is located in Odisha. In this lake, Irrawaddy dolphin population has increased with the help of IIT Madras dredging methodology. So recently IIT Madras introduced one methodology, that is dredging methodology. For this methodology, Irrawaddy dolphin population is increased in Odisha's Chilika Lake. Next, the developer team of Swiss Federal Institute of Technology Lausanne and ETH Zurich developed Swiss COVID. So Swiss COVID, it is developed by Swiss Federal Institute of Technology and ETH Zurich with the exposure of API. API stands for Application Programming Interface of Apple and Google to track the spread of coronavirus. To track the spread of coronavirus, Swiss Federal Institute and ETH Zurich has developed Swiss COVID. Next, Institute of Nuclear Medicine and Allied Sciences. It is Delhi-based laboratory, and it is the laboratory of DRDO, Defense Research and Development Organization. It is developed UltraSwatch, a disinfection unit to disinfect PPEs. PPE stands for Personal Protective Equipment, electronic items, fabrics and other materials. So UltraSwatch, it is developed by INMAS. INMAS stands for Institute of Nuclear Medicine and Allied Sciences. It is the laboratory of DRDO. Next, the South African National Space Agency SANSA has partnered with NASA. NASA stands for National Aeronautics and Space Administration to host a deep space ground station to support human spaceflight missions to the moon, Mars, beyond. So to support human spaceflight missions to the moon, Mars and beyond, NASA has recently partnered with the South Africa National Space Agency. NASA headquarters is Washington, US, and the administrator is Jim Bridenstine. Remember, Jim Bridenstine is the administrator of NASA. NASA stands for National Aeronautics and Space Administration. Next other important news. Labor Ministry. Present Labor Ministry is Santosh Kumar Gangwar. So recently, Labour Minister has signed MOU with TCS Ion. We well know TCS Ion. It is conducting online exams for banks, SSC, and all other exams. So Labour Ministry has partnered with TCS Ion to offer free online skills training through NCS portal. NCS stands for National Career Service. So Labour Ministry has partnered with TCS Ion to offer free online skill training through NCS portal. Next, My Life My Yoga. It is launched by PM Modi in Mann Ki Baat. It is one of the blogging contest. This contest is organized by Ministry of Ayush and ICCR. ICCR stands for Indian Council for Cultural Relations, and the present Ministry of Ayush is Shri Yasopad Nayak. Next, Indian Energy Exchange Limited has started one initiative which is named as RTM. RTM stands for Real Time Electricity Market to meet the demand for electricity. So to meet the demand for electricity, India Energy Exchange Limited has launched one initiative which is named as Real Time Market RTM. So this initiative has give the enable to power companies to buy and sell electricity according to their needs only 1 hour before. Next, Narendra Modi has launched Champions portal. Champions stands for Creation and Harmonious Application of Modern Process for Increasing the Output and National Strength. Champions, this portal is launched by Narendra Modi for MSMEs. MSME stands for Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises by resolving their grievances and the complaints. Next, Ministry of Electronic Information Technology Ravi Shankar Prasad has launched 3 schemes, and this is named as Electronic Manufacturing Scheme 2.0, and the network of this scheme is 50,000 crore, and the 3 schemes are PLI. PLI stands for Production Linked Incentive Scheme. It is for the large scale electronic manufacturing. And the another one is SPECS, Scheme for Promotion of Manufacturing of Electronic Components and Semiconductors. And the another one is EMC for Electronic Manufacturing Clusters. So these 3 schemes are launched by Ravi Shankar Prasad. He is the Ministry of Electronic and Information Technology, and the outlay of this scheme is 50,000 crore. Next, state-owned natural gas company GAIL India and EECL has signed. EESL stands for Energy Efficiency Services Limited for the development of 3 generation projects in India through video conferencing. So for the 3 generation projects, GAIL India company has signed MOU with Energy Efficiency Services Limited through video conference. Next, recently Army Commanders Conference 2020 meeting which was held in New Delhi, and the present 28th Army General is Manoj Mukund Narwane. And the Army Day we celebrated on January 15 is the Army Day. So the central government on June 5, it is the World Environment Day. So June 5 is the World Environment Day. On this occasion, the central government has developed 200 urban forests across the country over the span of 5 years called the Nagarvan. So on the occasion of World Environment Day, government has launched Nagarvan. In this scheme, government has developed 200 urban forests. So next 5 years. Next, India losses 750 tigers during 2012 to 2019. So India losses 750 tigers in 2012 to 2019, and Madhya Pradesh is topped in this list. So guys, these are the important current affairs of June first week, which are very useful for all competitive exams. So if you want PDF or quizzes based on this video, please join our Telegram channel, and the link is given in description box. Please subscribe our channel and like the video. Thank you for watching the video.